Okay, so let's have a look at how to set up Autixor in our Shopify store. I have, from the Shopify admin of my store, gone to the App Center, looked for Autixor, and I'm now going to install it. It tells me that I have a free trial for 30 days, which is great. And once the app is installed, I get taken to the home page with 3 steps telling me how to set it up. The first step is to link to the Exact Online company. You'll notice that I have my Exact Online company open here in the same browser. And I need to link to Exact Online twice in succession at this step. This is the first time that I'm going to be linking to this Exact Online account. So I'm going to tick that, and it's a Netherlands Exact Online account, as you can see from start.exactonline.nl. So I select Netherlands, then I link it. I get taken back to the home page. I want to link once more. This time I do not tick the checkbox, but I still select Netherlands and I link it again. And great, it tells me the link has now been run 2 times. I can now initialize my variables. In here, the first checkbox asks me whether I want to use the item code in Exact or the item description. The default is the description. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to leave that. Then it asks me if I want to send all Shopify transactions to just a single Exact Online customer, but I don't want to do that either because I have actually got 2 customers, and if a customer with a Shopify account corresponds to this Exact Online account, then I want to send those transactions to him. So I'm not going to select that either. And then it asks me if I want to store a table of customer IDs in Autixor, which is a recommended way of doing things, and I'm going to say yes, I do. This step here is quite easy to see how it works. The checkbox just asks me if I want to simplify how the address is shown in the sales orders. So you can see here the address is just a very simple customer name versus some of the other orders where, as is the default, the transaction number precedes the customer name, and if the customer had a telephone number in Shopify, it will also add that. So by selecting that, I simplify it. Then I need to put in the default customer name where transactions are going to be sent if Autixor can't find a matching customer in Exact. So I put that in. Then I need to put in the warehouse. In Exact Online, I have 2 warehouses, but only one is linked to all of the items. So that's the one I select as the default, because if Autixor can't find that warehouse for the item, it won't process the transaction. Then I need to put in the shipping item, which is the default. I have created in my items, I have created a shipping item, which I'll show you. So there we go, there's my shipping item, and I'm using the description field instead of the code. Then I put in the VAT codes that I want to use for my default for the items and shipping. And lastly, where all transactions where the country isn't specified are sent to in Exact. Just submit that, and it tells me that the details have been correctly updated. So the final step for setup is just to press the Automate Orders menu item, and what that tells me is that Shopify has now been alerted that it needs to send all the order information through to Autixor when a transaction is processed. That's it. We can now have a look at processing transactions.